Hello beautiful people, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. For today's video I wanted to try out some new products. So what I did was I went on the Allure'S Best of Beauty for 2019. Every year they come out with a list of the best of beauty, so they will tell you what's the best primer, what's the best foundation, what's the best lipstick, etc. for every beauty product almost. So I wanted to try out the best of for 2019 and I went ahead and got products that were all affordable. So these are all going to be drugstore products and products that are super inexpensive. The most expensive one from the drugstore was $15 and only one product was $30, which was by Bare Minerals. So I wanted to do a tutorial testing out if these really are the best of their category. So we will find out together. If you're not subscribed, please do so now so you never miss another video. So let's get into it. Okay, so I have 8 products for us to try out and see if they really are the best. A few products are missing for me to complete my whole face, so what I'm going to do is only showcase the products from the Allure Best of Beauty list, and then the products in between I'm just going to skip over because you guys have seen me do, concealer and bronzer a million times. So for my foundation, I chose the Bare Minerals foundation stick. This one says it is Complexion Rescue, a hydrating foundation stick. It also has SPF 25, and I got the shade Ginger 06. So this foundation stick is a medium coverage foundation. On Allure's Best of Beauty list, they will show you for a natural foundation, for a medium coverage, for a full coverage, the best of each category. So I want to just try something a little more natural instead of going with a normal full coverage. So we're going to see how we can build up this stick to get coverage out of it. I am breaking out in like 2 areas on my skin. I had dairy last week, so we're gonna test this out and see if we can build this. But I really love the packaging. I love the size of this. This would be super easy to travel with or just throw in your bag if you wanted to like touch up. So let's try this out. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this and swipe this along my face, and I am gonna blend this out with a brush because I want to try to get as much coverage as I can from it. So far this looks like it covers really well. Some people don't put the stick all over. They just put it in little areas and then blend with a brush, but I want coverage, so I'm kind of swiping this across my whole face. It did cover the 2 little spots perfectly, so that's a good sign. I'm going to use my little Smashbox brush. I'm just going to tap this so that we can keep the coverage and not swipe it around our face. I really love this color. It's like kind of a yellow undertone, but a little olivey, but still neutral, if that makes any sense. It's called Ginger, but if you're like a good medium tone, this looks really good. Wow, this looks super natural too. This blends really quickly. I'm kind of obsessed with this. Why didn't I know about this sooner? This looks so natural and so good. I'm really impressed by this. It gave me amazing coverage, but it looks like it's just my skin. It doesn't bring out any texture or pores around here. I don't know if you guys can see. It looks amazing. I love the color. I just love this. I didn't even take that much. I just swipe, and then just pat it in with my brush, and it looks really, really good. I feel like this is going to be my everyday foundation. Instead of using my liquid tinted sunscreen, I might just throw this on for a little more coverage on days that I need to cover things. I love that it has a sunscreen in it, and this is just amazing. I'm impressed. I hope that they have a good shade range. I didn't check it out too much when I was there because I was in a hurry. I'm not sure if the colors go super deep or like different undertones, red tones, neutral tones for the deeper ones, or even if they have fair shades. So I will look into that as well. I would highly recommend going to Ulta or Sephora, wherever Bare Minerals is sold, and just try this out. Try to swatch it and see if there's a color. I hope that they have colors for everybody, but I just am really impressed with this. This looks great. I'm going to do my concealer and contour off camera, and then I'll be right back to keep testing the products. Okay, I did my concealer and my liquid contour, and I think that it blended so smooth, so easily. I did use a more full coverage concealer. I used the Shape Tape by Tarte, and it seemed to just like blend right into it amazing. Sometimes if you use a really natural foundation and you do a heavy concealer, it doesn't look right, but I think that it all looks really natural and really good. So next, for the Allure's Best of Beauty, they had for liquid highlight the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion. I got the shade 901 Fair. This was the lightest one they had. They had 4 shades, but this is supposed to be like an amazing cream highlight. So I want to see. I tried this on the back of my hand and it looked really good. So I'm going to just use a tiny bit. It was really natural. It just gave you more of like a dewy skincare glow rather than glitter, which is what I love. I'm just using this amazing Jaclyn Hill brush. This is the J01. This comes for her Moonlight powder, but I really love this to blend like concealers or little cream products. I don't really care for it. It does give me like a little sheen, but I felt like it took my concealer and foundation off right here. And it does make my pores stand out because of the glow. This makes my skin look super healthy, but for my textured skin type, I think the Charlotte Tilbury one just works a little better for me. But if you have like amazing smooth skin, this would be incredible because you see how it just gives you like a little bit of a sheen without looking like glittery or like you have anything on. This would be so good with just skincare. I'm going to just set my face real quickly and then we're going to go into the next product. Okay, I finished up my normal face routine. So now let's go in with the blush. The blush on the Allure list was the Maybelline Fit Me blush. I got the shade 15, which is called Nude. This seemed just like a good neutral shade. I'm very picky with blush, so we will see. It looks like this. I'm going to take my Smashbox brush and I'm just going to do this on the apples of my cheeks. I hate it already. This is the kind that looks like baby pink metallic. I could have just picked the wrong shade, but I was trying to pick one that would like be the most neutral and not fail me, but here we are, failing. Just makes my pores look all shiny. So I'm gonna fix this with my own blush real fast. Okay, that's better. So our face is now done. For setting spray, of course this one won. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Matte Setting Spray. This is long lasting. I did get the travel size to show you guys so that would be more affordable because all the products I use are basically around the $5 price point except for our foundation stick is $32 and then this is a little more pricey, but if you do get the travel size it is only $15. So this is supposed to make your makeup last for hours and hours. I've used it before. It's so good. I actually really love how the face looks. It looks super natural, but still kind of looks how like I do my normal glam. Everything blended perfectly together, so these products would work if you wanted to get them and use them with products you already have at home. I didn't get any of the brow products that they had on the list because it was already the Benefit brow products, which I use their brow gel already, and then I use the Anastasia brow pencil. The one they had on their list was a tinted brow gel called Gimme Brow from Benefit, which I love that one so much, but I would prefer just filling mine in and using the clear brow gel. So I'm going to do that and be right back. Okay, my brows are all done. I actually ran out of my brow pencil while I was filling them in, so I had to use a powder, but I think they look really good with powder. I kind of like the bushy, natural, but yet bold look that it gives. So for eyeshadow on the list, I chose to get the Wet n Wild Mega Jelly eyeshadow. So I thought this was going to be like a jelly texture or like a wet cream texture, but it actually looks like it's a powder. Okay, so it actually is a cream. I don't know if you guys can see this. Either mine is dried out or they don't give you very much. This is like kind of weird, but I really love this color. Oh, it fell out. This color is Wedding Season 829. So I already have my bronzer in my crease. So what I'm going to do is take a small brush and apply this to the lid, and then we'll see how it performs and see like what other shadows I want to add to it. So I'm just going to take my little matte concealer brush to apply this with. I'm going to take a little from the cap because I'm assuming you don't need much. I don't know if mine's like dried out because some of it is like liquid jelly and then some of it is hard. This is like really weird. I don't know. What's going on, Ulta? This is weird. It's like chunky. Okay, I'm gonna try to use my finger and see if it's like the brush that's not picking it up. I think mine is just a bad one. This is like really chunky and really terrible, but let's just try to use it since we got it. It's like crumbly. I don't know what's going on. Looks like it could be really pretty, but I don't know if it's just old. Like, I don't know if it's not gonna stick. See, it's like chunky now. It's actually really pretty. Like, the color is really amazing. I think I might have just gotten an old one. It was really affordable. I want to say it was like $5. Honestly, this is pretty. It's kind of like a lavenderish pink, like a mauve. I don't mind this at all. It's really nice. I just think it was old because again, it's like almost empty and it's like chunky. I had to scoop some out with my tweezers, and then it's just kind of like even like thicker little chunks in there. I'm just gonna try to blend this out real fast. So I just put a little bit of my brown from my Dose of Colors palette in the crease to blend it. It looks really, really pretty. It kind of sucks that I got an old one, so I'm not sure if like it would be worth it if it would dry up if you did purchase it. I hope it wouldn't because it's really nice, but maybe the one I got was sitting there for too long. Let me try to get it smooth on the other eye. Can you see that? What is wrong with this thing? I'm trying to like warm it up when I take it out first so it's not chunky, but chunks are just falling off my eye. I'm just using the concealer brush to try to like smooth the texture of this and just blend it out. Again, like the color is super pretty, but I guess I just got an old one. I'm gonna try to see like maybe a different store like Target or something if they have it and if it's the same thing. So I'm just blending out the crease with a little brown. Just like a cute natural eye, it's no big deal. I actually really like it. I just wish it was not old and chunky and like almost gone. Here we go, our little natural eye. So let me just throw a little brown on the bottom and then we'll get into the next product. Okay, I kept it natural. I just did the brown I did in the crease underneath the eyes. So what I wanted to try was their eyeliner. The liquid eyeliner that Allure recommends for the Best of Beauty 2019 is the CoverGirl Get in Line Active. This says it is a liquid liner, shade 350. It says to shake it well. So I'm gonna see if I can get like a natural line out of this. Okay, so this one is not a felt tip. This one is a paintbrush, so this is gonna be like pretty flexible. What I like to do with liquid liners is take the cap and just wipe a little of the excess off because you can always add more. If it's too liquidy, it might kind of like go down into your eyelashes or on the bottom lash, or it could not make the line you want it. So I'm just gonna get that excess off. And I'm just going to try to do a really natural line. It glides on super easy. I want to see if it dries matte. That actually looks incredible and took me like 0.5 seconds. This looks so good. So I'm excited to see how it dries because like this could replace my Charlotte Tilbury Feline Flick. I use that one every day, but I really like the boldness this gives. And I was able to get a thin line into the corner so I don't make my eyes look closed in. I'm just gonna do the other side real quick. I think this looks beautiful. It's super bold and black. It went on really fast, really easy. And it looks like it has a shiny texture. So it's not gonna dry matte, it's gonna dry shiny. It's just a preference thing whether you like your eyeliner to look matte or shiny. I actually don't mind when it shines. I think it looks really pretty. Overall, I'm loving this natural look. It looks so good, and I love that all the products are affordable because I tend to just stay at Sephora or at Nordstrom and buy the products that I'm used to, and I don't really experiment with drugstore brands very often. But every time I do, I find new gems, and I'm super excited because I know a lot of people don't like to spend a lot on makeup. So for mascara, I'm super excited about this one. This is the Milani Highly Rated Mascara. This was on their Best of Allure for the Dramatic Mascara category. And I love drama because I get lash extensions on top. So I love when the bottom looks really good and full. I'm going to use this on my bottom lashes. This is a bigger wand than I normally use on my bottom lashes. I use the MAC Extended Play because it's super tiny. But I still want to see how much volume and drama this can give us. And you're not really supposed to put mascara on your lash extensions, but sometimes I do because it's really hard to keep eyeshadow off them if you wear eyeshadow with them. If you can hear the wind howling, I'm so sorry. It's like crazy windy in LA today. I don't know why, but since last night, like our building is shaking, it's so windy. I think the mascara works really well. My eyelashes look really separated and super long. I think to get the full effect, if it's an amazing mascara or not, you would have to do it on your own lashes instead of lash extensions. But honestly, I just did it on the tips to get the eyeshadow off, and I did it on the bottom, and I think it looks incredible. My eyelashes seem to look longer and more separated than with the MAC one, so I think it's really pretty. I'm really shocked. It's like so many good drugstore finds. Lastly, we have our lip product. This is the Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon in the shade Live on the Edge 05. So I used this in my drugstore makeup video before and I really loved it. This was on their list for top lipsticks. I'm first going to line my lips with my Patrick Ta lip liner, so I'll do that off camera and then we'll try this together. This one is kind of like a chunky lip liner, so you can also use that to line your lips, but it is really fat. So it's like sometimes to get the little edges, I don't really like using a chunky one because it can go over. Now let's try this. I am going to wipe this because you guys already know the thing about like drugstore items is that people like open them and use them and then you can't tell, or like there'll be none left. So I'm just gonna like sanitize this and wipe it. The way I normally apply lip crayons like this is I'll line my lips first and then I'll just fill in the whole thing. That's pretty simple. I just like to line first with the smaller lip liner to make sure I got the edges. This is like a cute little like berry color. So this is the color. I think that it's a really, really pretty wine color. I love the crayon. I feel like it's super hydrating and it goes on really easy and it takes no time to fill in the lip. They have like maybe 10 to 15 shades, so I highly recommend picking those up because I really love this. So that is it for my video testing Allure'S Best of Beauty 2019. I would say out of all the products, my favorite was the Bare Minerals foundation stick and also the CoverGirl liquid eyeliner. Overall, everything performed amazing besides the eyeshadow that was just like old and chunky. So I'm hoping to give it another chance and pick one up at a different store and see if it like works a little better. But overall, I was highly impressed with everything. I thought the whole look is super natural, but yet you can still get a glam look out of it. They had so many products on their list. They also had skincare. So if you guys want to see a part 2 of this, leave me a comment down below and I can also film a part 2 using maybe like the higher end products that they recommend. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, thank you so much for watching.